I'm Monis, and I'm a software engineer. So starting with my professional experience, I spent 4 years at Swingo, which is an e-commerce and SaaS startup within the medical industry, including about 2 years as the senior front-end engineer. This was a very small team, so I was primarily an individual contributor, and I would attribute my success largely to excellent communication with the product and design team and the back-end engineers. Probably the most complicated project that I worked on during my time there was creating a React and TypeScript submodule to embed within the legacy AngularJS application. Using these more modern tools, along with comprehensive unit tests and end-to-end tests, allowed us to ship much more quickly and with a higher degree of confidence. This enabled us to expand the SaaS offering from inventory procurement and management into also handling patient and appointment data, as well as communication between specialists and general practitioners. In my spare time, I build websites for fun and to try out new tools and techniques. GoatVote is a MERN-stack application, meaning it uses MongoDB as its database, the backend is written with Node and Express, and the front end uses React. It's styled using Tailwind, I use React Query, and I also use TanStack Router, which I really like because of its type safety, although I also statically generate the blog and its articles at build time. Like most of my websites, it includes a light mode and a dark mode, and like everything I work on, it's fully responsive and accessible. The search relies on Wikipedia. So here we have an internal result from my own database and then some other related pages from the Wikipedia API. The chat functionality relies on WebSockets. Images are stored in AWS S3. I use Redis for caching on the server side. There's a cron job which runs every day to calculate the standings, and I created the authentication logic myself using automated emails and JSON web tokens. Max Wellness was the first website I ever created, and this is probably about the 10th iteration. It uses the Next Pages router and Firebase and essentially just allows users to create, read, update, and delete their exercises and workouts, although in the future I may also add some artificial intelligence to recommend workouts to users. If you want to log into the demo account, you can use these credentials, although like GoatVote, it is very simple to sign up and totally free, and you can also continue with Google if that's your preference. Benzel is a daily puzzle inspired by those of the New York Times. This uses Vite vanilla TypeScript, so it doesn't use a framework of any kind and has only one production dependency, which is HTML elements. And this is an NPM package that I myself created. Now, I'd never done this before, so I learned a lot about NPM in the process, and I'm really happy with how it all came together. These are some simple components that can be dropped into any front-end stack, and they work great. The final application that I'd like to specifically draw your attention to is my mom's blog, which I created for her as a Christmas present a couple of years ago. So this is a Next App Router project which uses GraphQL, and it was very important to me that she would be able to add new articles, update images, and so everything is managed through a CMS, including a webhook that I set up so that she can trigger a new build. The only thing which is managed on the client is the comment section, and this uses Firebase. Everything else though is SSR and SSG. Bomb is a pretty fun game that I recently created, so I recommend trying that out with a friend or two. My girlfriend's personal website is very similar to my mom's. It uses the same stack. Code Repo was, I'm pretty sure, the first thing I ever built with Next.js, so take a look at that if you want to see how much I've improved over the last 6 or 7 years. And I do have some additional repos here that you can take a look at, along with my GitHub. I also have a blog, and you can read more about my time at Swingo here and how I learned to code right here. I've also published some technical articles, and of course you can check out my LinkedIn and send me an email. I look forward to hearing from you.